Kuna fam, what's good? Look who I found. Nqobile, the tactician. See, I remember.
Yeah, it's been a long
good
time.
Good to see you, man. Yeah, it's been a while. A lot has happened,
A lot
bro.
has happened since the last time I was here.
Your prediction came right. Emre's gone. Well, Freddy's in. But we were at Standard Liege Europa game 2-2. We came back. How you feel, Nqobile?
You know what? Obviously, I'm disappointed. I'm disappointed with the type of football that we're playing. And I think what disappoints me more than the type of football is, to me, like the hunger levels of the team. That's the one thing that you always ask from your team, is that you want to see the guys fighting. At the moment, I can say that the only guy that I can see fighting maybe it's Gabriel Martinelli.
Yeah, definitely.
And then I saw that also from Chambers towards the end of the way. Obviously, he didn't play much today. He came on later on. But I saw that guys, when the ball aerially, we lose a lot of. So whenever we usually lose the first ball, we lose the second ball. Every 50-50, we lose it. Not even 50-50, 70-30.
Even clearance, we're just
even
giving
70-30, we are losing 70-30, where it's in our favor. It's 70-30 in our favor. Guys are not winning headers. Guys are pulling out. Guys are ducking. You know what I'm saying? You first of all, for me, that's like the key. That's the one thing that you have to do.
Yeah, definitely.
You know, and then once that starts, then the rest of the other things.
Yeah, and then the recovery you can build from that. You know what I mean? Because if you're losing those sloppy ways, you're literally losing your midfield, your defense, your box.
So that for me, that's the most disappointing thing for me. It's just that the commitment and the hunger levels are not.
The fight I felt came back when Martinelli came on. I don't know if you saw it. Well, not a huge hunger, but it looked like the dynamic of the game changed. Because everyone did seem a bit like lackluster.
Very lackluster.
You know what I mean? Like a bit slow on the ball, not releasing fast enough. So, you know, and we can blame across. It wasn't just one or two players.
So the thing is that also, it seems like, I don't know what they're working on in training. I've looked at some of those. I look at some of these videos just to try to figure out, the ones that are post. What are these guys trying to do? Look, they might not give away a lot because obviously the opposition might also.
Even his team, he released it at the last minute.
But even from that, when I look at some of the drills they're doing, it's usually just possession drills where they're just passing the ball amongst each other. Some people trying to close up. So I don't know really if we are working on. We don't seem to have a. We don't seem to have guys who know a build-up plan
to go from
like I said the last time, like I said last time, when Chambers got the ball, when he looks up, who are his options? What's his first option? What's his second option?
There's no options.
So it seems to me like we get the ball, and then our first option is to always say, don't lose the ball. And by us, don't lose the ball means turn around, play it back to the keeper. Turn around, play it back to
the passing back.
And then after that, what happens is that we give the other teams time to literally
get onto our
back. Get set, and then what they then start doing is that they start setting traps for us because our centre backs are not that good with the ball. So then they'll settle, and then once they see that we're passing the ball amongst the back three, they'll then start. They'll literally start putting pressure on the one, and the guys start coming because they're very, very, very poor on the ball.
It's actually shocking.
So I mean, I would like to see. Because I think, look, for me, Freddie is not the answer. I mean, we all love the guy. The last thing we want to do is see him
spoil his reputation,
and failing in something that he basically
we know that
he's not qualified to do. But look, it's disappointing that the board fired this guy and didn't have a ready-made replacement. You know, we saw Tottenham literally in a day. They pulled the trigger. They got a new man.
But would you want them to? You want them to bring in a new manager already?
Yeah, I would.
Okay, you're comfortable with that?
I'm comfortable with that. Look, some of the candidates are a bit subpar, so it's disappointing. Look, but there's also not a lot really out in the market, and it seems like we don't have the money to prize someone away.
We don't. You know us. Tight wallets. But what Freddie did with the team, like the team in later, I felt it was decent compared to you saw how many people were unavailable. You know what I mean? And the way he set it up, I wouldn't have went with the back three, but I think because of the left back issue that he had.
So I think today it was
right back issue.
I think today for me also it
didn't work. But when he went to a back four.
So I think today was more just of a damage limitation exercise. Given how low our confidence is and where we are in terms of injuries, it's really about preserving players so that we can have our best squad out for the Man City game, which everyone expects us to get hammered. But I'm hoping the guys can raise their level we can rest some of the guys who are carrying niggling injuries like Kolasinac.
Yeah, definitely. We need
rested
him more
Torreira,
than
we've
most
rested
people.
Ozil. So, and I was quite disappointed to see Aubameyang's come in today, because for me on a pitch like that, which looked like anyone could slip and dislocate something,
that's holy.
I wouldn't have risked him in a game where we already knew we pretty much did. We need to only lose. We need to lose 4-0 based on Slow qualifying. So
we made it top of the group. You know,
we made it top of the group.
Your best player?
That's Can I even look? I think everyone up until we scored. I mean, it was a dog show. There was no one really that good. But then I'll give it on the last 20 minutes or whatever it was. I'd give it to Bukayo Saka just purely because when he moved into left back, which is also
which is weird for me. Like,
but that's
he performed though.
So for me, when he moved in there, he literally set up a goal. He scored another one.
Martinelli as well.
And literally that was just purely because he started playing more directly, started moving the ball quicker, started taking more chances and taking risks. And I even said there when Gabriel Martinelli gave away a ball trying to slip in, I think he was trying to slip in Lacazette.
Yes.
That I would rather see us losing a ball than trying to slip a ball into the box.
Yeah, trying to actually go for the goal.
Going for a safe option where you're like, the pass is not really on.
Yeah, and then you lay off to your left back
and then you slap it back to Varapanos or whoever it is. So
worst player?
Worst player? I would say it's going to be a bit harsh because, as I was saying, the bunch, a lot of the players played poorly. But if I really had to pick someone, I'm going to have to say probably Joe Willock for me. And it's a bit harsh.
That second goal.
Because for me, he just wasn't doing small things. Actually, he wasn't coming to collect the ball. He wasn't really doing that much defensively. I was getting beaten. It seems like, and it's a bit tough on them because we had literally had two kids. One playing as a number 8 when he considers himself a 10. The other one playing as a 6 as a DM when he really sees himself as an 8. So and you can see that
I get what you mean.
the guys really weren't. It seemed like they sometimes got found out. They didn't really know their roles. Who should be picking up?
They're good lighties, but
it's too much to expect a lot
from them, especially away to this
place with the low confidence levels they have. So that's why it's a bit harsh. But I would give it to him because I think he wasn't coming to collect the ball. He wasn't doing a lot defensively. He was also giving away a few balls. So but a lot of players played poorly too.
It was.
I could have picked
18 minutes. I think we scored in the 80th.
I could have picked any of the back three. But I expect them to be poor. We all know how poor they are. So I think it would have been easy to pick any of those guys. So I just wanted to.
I wouldn't shit on Mapropanos. First game I haven't seen him play.
I haven't seen him in a while. He's also I think
but he's struggling
with groin injuries.
So I'm glad he got a run.
But I mean? You can see.
But when Freddie went to a back four with Saka on the left, it was a lot better.
But then it was because it means that we've got an extra man further up the pitch.
Exactly.
So. And a man
who can draw,
and also
Martinelli can draw players.
So that's because with us, when we have 3 centre backs, none of our centre backs can play from the back. None of them can travel with the ball. None of them are particularly quick or particularly skillful. So we kind of got 3 guys literally, sitting in the last third or maybe at the beginning of the middle third.
That are not going to
really, that are ineffectual. That are not really going to pose.
And now I get why you mean Willock needed to do more
to come and help those guys, especially in the.
That's why I feel Torreira is such a key, pivotal role. If our defense is going to be like that, which we haven't improved, Torreira is that guy that's going to protect them and also get the ball, pick it up nicely, and release. It's just who's he pivoting with.
Exactly. That is the issue.
Okay, last question before we have to go. Freddie, how do you feel? Like, are you confident?
No, I'm not. Because remember, he was in this regime. So he was part of this regime for half a season. No, not even half a season.
Yeah, sure.
That obviously got us to where we are right now. So I don't know how much he's going to change in terms of is he doing anything different in the training drills to what Unai Emery was doing. So I'm not really sure if he'll be able to get anything more out of the squad than what Emery would have gotten out. But time will tell. So
I'm happy for Monday. I think Monday was a good one.
I would rather get. I mean, the players like him a lot. You see that the players, but this is a professional football club. You're not here to make friends.
It's more than
at the end of the day.
We need to be more compact.
So for me, I would rather get a seasoned manager who can maybe come take over for like 2 seasons.
That's
3
my
max.
next one. Who would you want? Top 3.
Look, it would be. Look, I think it would be controversial, but I think the best guy for the job would be Carlo Ancelotti right now. If we could get Rafa Benitez, I could also get it, because we need a guy who's literally going to get us organized, get us playing to our strengths, identifying X-player, you can't do this, we're not going to play from the back, because none of you centre-backs can play from the back. You know, get us compact, get guys taking responsibility, get us organized, and then we start building from there. I think that is what we need right now, is someone who can organize the team, and someone who's got EPL.
Would you take a Simeone?
I wouldn't, because you don't know how
he'll perform.
So the thing is that with those type of,
make that mistake with Emery.
Exactly,
you know
those type of managers, and I don't know how true this is, but remember that one of the key issues was communication. So now, if you get your Marcelinhos, your Allegri's, your Simeones,
with heavy accents, it's hard for them.
They've never coached a day in the English Premier League, so you don't know whether
and
now.
And if you look at the two best coaches, Klopp and Pep, it took them a while to even get their style and form their ground here in English Premier League.
So for me, literally, it should be Carlo Ancelotti. I'm not too happy. Like Mikel Arteta, for me, he's not the right man. Not purely because he's never coached the club.
Yeah, he's just been next to the main.
I would rather take a Steven Gerrard. To be quite frank, that's actually gone and coached the team.
Yeah,
you know,
knows how to come back.
Exactly, because
it's variables in games. Because the thing is that,
you know, being an assistant manager and being a manager, two totally different things. 100%. It's literally like saying, for me, like if I use a comic book phrase, being Alfred is very different to being Batman. You might look good next to Batman. You're helping him out. You're running his you're running his diagnostics. But it doesn't mean you're gonna go be able to be.
If Batman needs a sub, you're not gonna sub.
You're not gonna sub him with Alfred and say,
Robin's coming in.
Go fight. Even Robin struggled for a while. He had to go out there, be Nightwing on his own, and then only come back.
And you're DC there.
You know what I'm saying? So.
Yeah,
that's the thing.
No, that's 100%. No, I agree with that. So he might be working with a great coach, but we need to see him.
So I want to, especially
at
given
least
where the club
coached the kids, which you could say at least he had a bit of coaching.
But even then, I still think that you still want him.
English Premier League week in, week out.
So yes, I would rather keep Freddie than get Arteta. I would rather keep Freddie if need be, and then if we're saying that let's get a new coach maybe end of the season, then maybe I would rather that than bring in an Arteta who you also don't know what's his pedigree. You've never seen him coach a day in his life. So
he just sat next to Pep. No, I agree. Sunday, are you here? Hopefully.
I'll try to be. I've got a bride to go to, but I'll try. Should be a good. So I'm hoping maybe if I can leave a bride like 6, I'll try and make my way.
Look at you. Nqobile, always a pleasure. Thanks so much.
Cheers, man.
Guna Fam SA. Guna Cast SA, we out.